of dust in there. What's happening, guys and girls? Welcome back to the channel. Well, today is rather lovely. It's over 20 degrees and it's December. Well, it's probably because I'm in Malaga and we are here today to test the M8 competition. Now, having driven the M5 comp and realised that with over 600 brake on the normal road is fairly hilarious and something that doesn't necessarily look like a supercar. When they said, do you want the opportunity to drive the most powerful BMW that we have, the M8 competition, I kind of, jumped at the opportunity. I need to take you out on a drive in this thing because I tell you what, with all the different sort of quattro systems, four-wheel drive systems that we have these days, I sometimes feel that the driving experience becomes a little bit numb. This is the most fun I've had in something in a long time. Plus, it's also terrifying because it's rather expensive. But that's not the point. BMW have created something that looks really pretty and is also a complete monster. Let's have a look round the M8 competition then. I mean, this one's finished in Motegi. I have no idea if that's how you say it, but Motegi red metallic, which is a beautiful, almost like, I'd say, close to Valencia, you know, the one that you get on the M2. This is the convertible, obviously. I was driving the coupe. I think I would prefer the coupe. I'm not really a convertible girl, but the one thing that I do like is the fact that when the second window, the rear window's down, it's pillarless here. So the actual silhouette of the car looks really, really nice. Now, with the M8, you have so many options that you can put on it for carbon extras. Now, having just got the F80 myself, I'm absolutely loving all the carbon all over it, like especially around here on my one, you've got the corners, but this one is just absolutely loaded. I have to say though, this does have the sort of extra package. So this one sort of stands you in at about 148 grand. Ugh. But yeah, just so many nice little touches. I mean, these wheels are kind of a new design. You can pick from two different ones. Then you have all the little, lovely little carbon here. The classic M mirrors with this little pop through. On the back here, with the coupe, you get something called a double bubble roof. So it looks nice, but also it is functional because it's good for airflow. But with the convertible, you don't get that, but you have this rather lovely boot spoiler here, which carries on that nice line, and then coming down to the all carbon sort of apron and diffuser here with the quad tailpipes, which are actually 100mm diameter. They are huge. I love all the little black accents on the competition badges. I've always been a big fan of that, but just ostensibly it's a beautiful looking car, but I think it looks, you know, ever so slightly 5 Series ish there, and then coming round more like, it's more prominent on the coupe, a bit like a Mustang, and then at the back it kind of looks almost like a C63ish, but I could be talking absolute crap. But I think it's a beautiful, beautiful looking car. I love the way they've got sort of like the moulded in tail lights now as well. Fairly mad when you think how much of the evolution of BMWs has come along, that the kidney grills are that big now. That big, which is actually like that big. Anyway, let's jump inside because inside is an absolute pleasure as well. They have their top of the range leather in the interiors on these. It's called merino leather here. I actually quite like the sort of hexagonal design with the perforated stitch. Very nice, as this is the convertible. It has the speakers on the surround sound there as well. Personally, I mean, I'm becoming a bit of a snob now because I have the Alcantara sort of shift light steering wheel. Would have loved to see one of those on these. So the main thing about this car is that the fact that you can now, on this main central hub system, you can pop into M mode, which gives you the option of road, sport and track. And road is obviously nice and comfortable. Sport, you start to stiffen everything up, make it more aggressive with the driving style. And then in track, that's basically all like no holds barred. You are on your own in that point. And this is all controlled from here. Sorry if it's a bit dusty, guys. And with the setup, you can go into the MX drive here and you can turn it, like you can do whatever you want with it really. You can put it into individual and you can tailor this whole setup to what you would like. Now this is the interesting one, because to do that you need to take ESC all the way off, completely turn it off, configure MX drive, and then you can turn it, if you go like that, sorry, 4-wheel drive sport, and then into 2-wheel drive, which basically sends the entire 625 brake to the rear wheels, which at that point you are ready for Drift Masters, and I'm not even joking. So I've put the car into MX drive, it's in 4-wheel drive sport, and we are now into M mode sport. So when you click over into this sort of mode, it just, as I said, stiffens everything up and makes it a little bit exciting. These roads in Malaga are kind of, I mean, as I said to you, this thing is absolutely crazy. Now the S63 is a 4.4 litre V8 with 2 twin scroll turbos on it, and that's putting out 625 brake horsepower with an enormous amount of torque, which is 750 newton meters. It's got an 8-speed DCT. Now all of that sort of techie stuff out the way, driving is where this thing is insane. Like, it's just made me laugh all day because it is absolutely crazy fast. Like when you're going for the overtake, there's no hesitation. The thing just rockets past. It's completely safe because even when, you know, there's a gap, but you think, oh, if I had the power, no issues, my friends. This thing most definitely has all the power. Now, when I was driving around earlier, I was thinking to myself, like, this is a kind of heavy car. Like, the convertible is a little bit heavier. I think it's about 200 kg heavier than the coupe, which in that place it loses a tenth of a second on its 0 to 60, so it's a 3.3 0 to 60, which is the same actually as the M5 competition. The 3.2 seconds to 0 to 60 is the same as the coupe, so the coupe is a tenth of a second quicker than this. However, a tenth of a second can get lost. I mean, like, it's whatever. I mean, who really is counting the numbers on these things? All you know is that when you put your foot down, it pins your head to the back of the headrest. I had a girl in the car with me, you can probably see in some of the shots, and she's doing some Instagram shots and things like that for BMW, and she was like, whoa. I don't think she's ever really been in a car which is sort of probably over 200 brake horsepower, so this has kind of peeled her eyelashes back onto the back of her head. Also, you lot that keep mentioning my eyelashes, I get them done because I'm lazy, yeah, so I don't have to do my makeup all the time, because if I have my eyelashes and my eyebrows on, then I don't have to make an effort. It's as simple as that. But I did laugh when I saw a comment the other day which was like, Becky's eyelashes need their own channel. So thank you very much for that. Glad that you all noticed. I get them done at Beauty Rehab in North London. Anyway, kicking back down the gears, the pickup is insane. It's very responsive with the 8-speed DCT. Like, obviously you can change the aggressiveness of the gear shift, like on my car as well. You have the little button just on the gear shifter, so fairly familiar stuff. You can get it to be super sort of like or you can get it to sort of snap, snap, snap. Same old thing, we all know where it's at. I think the main thing for me is the fact that it is such a luxury vehicle, but I do feel like I'm driving something very special because it is just a complete rocket ship. I mean, you have the driver's package which you can put on it for about £2,000, which unlimits it to, I think it's 189 miles an hour, and I can believe it. I can see this thing down at VMAX spanking supercars all over the place. It's definitely got the traction, shall we say, until you put it into 2-wheel drive. 2-wheel drive mode is, I don't know, probably like the equivalent of Tesla's ludicrous mode, because you just wouldn't put it into 2-wheel drive mode when it's raining or even a hint of dew on the road, because it becomes a real handful. I was laughing earlier because I whacked into 2-wheel drive and I was like, okay, let's see how this thing really moves, because with that extra bit of weight you can really feel the weight transition. It's quite nice and slowly progressive. If you have a car which is a little bit heavier, it's not as light and snappy, which, well, I mean, my F80, but we'll talk about that another time. You shouldn't be able to do this with a normal car. Like, you shouldn't be able to do that with a normal car. yeah, I did BMW, I didn't do anything. Anyway, mad. So yeah, just gave it a little bit of steering input, little dab of throttle, and my lord, this thing was just rotating so easy, and you could blow the tires off it really easy as well. I ended up doing, like, I didn't mean to BMW, but I did a bit of a rolling burnout by accident. It's just insane. I mean, the only thing about this car is, as it is like the premium luxury bloody model, it's nearly 150,000 pounds, which for other cars in the market, like if you think about what you could get for 150k right now, I mean, we've got V8 Vantages dropping to 99 grand, we've got 570S, McLaren's dropping to like 89 grand, 148,000 pounds is a lot of money to be spending out. But as a true BMW M fan, I'm really impressed with this car because it's, as I said in the beginning, you know, in a world of quattro sort of systems and four-wheel drive systems, like having the option of having the two-wheel drive as well is something which is special, because it enables you to drive a car and have a bloody laugh with it, which is what I think driving's all about. And M has kind of a cheeky personality to it. You should be able to take it out and be like, hey mate, look, check this out in a car park somewhere. I mean, I probably shouldn't say that, but it's all about personality when you drive it. It's exactly what the MX Drive system gives you. It has flexibility, whereas you have a car like mine, the F80 M3, which is obviously rear-wheel drive, and that can scare some people off because, you know, even 425 brake going straight to the rear, you can be looking at the central reservation very quickly if you don't really know what you're doing. But all I can say really is the fact that the acceleration on this thing is crazy. As I said, 0 to 60 in 3.3 seconds, which, come on lads, I've had this conversation with you before. That is an insane amount of horsepower and like power to have on the road as a daily car. Probably wouldn't be able to have this as a daily car though, because as it is technically a 4-seater, but it reminds me of my mum's Audi TT way back when, and Dad was like, oh yeah, it's not a problem, like you can fit in the back. No, I mean, how much leg room? Yeah, you can probably fit like some 3-year-olds in the back. Oh, phone's ringing. You can probably fit some 3-year-olds in the back, but not too much else. It's very much a grown-up's car that you would have as your sort of prize piece of machinery. Madness. Well, I managed to find the randomest of places in Malaga, but I just had to see the red on the background of whatever the hell that is. But I've actually resisted the urge to go over there and just mess around in the car, because I have more respect than that. And plus, I don't really want to get it dirty because it just looks absolutely beautiful. Now the sun has gone down a little bit and you get to really see how dark red the car actually is. Now, I really do feel like this car is for someone who likes to have fun driving and also wants a luxury vehicle. It's an incredible beast, and it has that typical M Sport cheeky character that when you turn everything off, it's just all to play for. It's killing me. I mean, that space over there, but I'm not gonna do it. Well guys, as I said, love the M8 competition, monster. Thank you for watching. As always, you guys are great. More videos coming up with the F80 super soon. I was gonna wait before modifying it, maybe after Christmas, but you know me, it's come around to that time already. I mean, we've had it for like 2 weeks, that's plenty of time, right? And we're gonna be getting, yes, some new little upgrades for us, so stay tuned for that. Thanks for watching, I'll see you guys soon. And yeah, I'm gonna drive very slowly and sensibly out of here. Bye.